Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be arranging a fresh flower bouquet using thistle that we have here. I have some yellow and white mini calla lilies, baby's breath, and then I've got some off-white roses. I'm not sure the name of them, but they look a lot like Oceana rose. Um, Roses have different names to them, and some varieties have a little bit smaller heads, some have like a higher petal count, some open up really wide, some stay nice and tight. So if you're looking to use roses in your wedding, just do a little Google search and see what's out there, and then when you go to order them, if you do that from a wholesaler or even a florist, you'll be able to get exactly what you want. So I started off by prepping all my fresh flowers. I did purchase these at the local grocery store. It's always a gamble buying stuff from the grocery store just because you don't know what's inside of that packaging. When they have that plastic wrap around them, sometimes you'll end up with moisture or mold on the inside of the bouquet that might be on the stems, or you might have broken heads on the roses. So it's not a bad idea to visit a wholesaler or even a flower shop if there's something specific that you want, um, or if you just want to make sure that you get a good quality flower. Not that there's anything wrong with grocery store flowers, but you just kind of run the risk of having some damage to them. So, or maybe just plan on purchasing more than one bundle. So, I have a dozen roses here. You could pick up like maybe 2 dozen roses just to make sure you get the best roses that they have there. So I went ahead and prepped all my flowers by just kind of reducing everything to what I like to call bite-sized chunks, and then that way I can work easier with them. This pushes all of the blossoms more to the top, and it has a nice clean stem to work with. If you have leaves or flowers that drop below your hand there or get mixed up in your hand where everything's gathered, you'll have you run the risk of grass stains coming off on your hands. It gets a little slippery and it gets a little slimy too. So I like having those nice clean stems as I'm working. So I started off with 3 roses in the center, some baby's breath around there. I'm using the filler to kind of push my flowers out further to make more of a round dome shape. That filler flower just allows that little bit of space um, to do the hand tight arrangement to where I can kind of place the blossoms where I want them to be. You can also use greenery to do this. You could use a armature or something. There's an item called the egg, which I tried using. I am not good at that, but it's kind of the same concept as a armature where it allows you to place the flowers exactly where you want them. Um, and I did just do a video on fresh calla lilies, and there's a way that you can kind of rub the stems of the calla lily so you can get them to point in the direction that you want. So I had already done this to the calla lilies, so they all kind of point out in the same direction, and then that way I can have them all facing the center of the bouquet. So I make sure that the little noses or the little points of the calla lilies are going to be pointing out, and then the shorter, flatter side is going to be pointing in. And just by doing a repeated pattern like that, having them all the same way, just kind of redundant, uh, is a little easier on the eyes. And then it allows you to view the focal point of the bouquet more, rather than your eyes just going right to that one calla lily that's facing the wrong way because it's not like the rest. So having just an even distribution of colors and flowers in this bouquet, and then just how the blossoms are facing too is a big focus when doing this hand type bouquet. So you can also put a collar of greenery down at the bottom when you're all done, or even baby's breath. I left mine open, but I do like having something along the bottom just to kind of finish the underneath part of the bouquet. And it also helps to hide the mechanics of it. Nobody needs to see under the bouquet, and what's going on there. you just want to show off the beautiful top part of the flowers. The thistle seems to be, I'm sure you can get it year round, but it seems to be more of a seasonal flower. It's kind of mid-September right now in Michigan, and that's usually about the time that you see it. But they have this kind of a beautiful blue tone to it. Um, just something kind of soft. I love the texture of it. I love the bigger blossoms with the smaller blossoms and then the spiky leaves on it. It's just kind of a nice way to break up the bouquet, um, add a different texture to it as well, and a different color. So I would categorize that more of like a filler flower along with baby's breath. There's Caspia or Limonium, Status, Heather. Those would be more like filler flowers, and I would almost see this thistle kind of like a filler flower too. And it can survive out of water. I have some smaller stems on there that I went ahead and put in the bouquet because they'd be able to survive out of water even if their stems didn't reach a water source for a while. And again, that's the same as other filler flowers. Baby's breath and Caspia will do the same. So will Heather. Actually, probably all of them. Waxflower and Status would survive as well. The more like woodier stems tend to survive without water longer. And then the more squishier stems, I guess, like tulips, calla lilies, daffodils, those type of things will tend to expire faster. Alstroemeria, hydrangeas go really fast, but they don't have quite as a squishy stem. And if you find you need to adjust some of the roses like I did there, um, what I was doing was trying to locate the stem underneath. And sometimes it's easier to just push up from the bottom rather than pull from the top. You don't want to risk breaking the head of the flower or even smashing the petals. Oh, and I forgot to say, as I was prepping, I was pulling the guard petals off of the roses. Sometimes they come in with that outer petal that's a little deformed, kind of beat up. You can just take that right off and leave a nice, beautiful blossom at the top. But I did remove all the leaves on that as well as everything else. And for the handle of the bouquet, I like to tie it off with a chenille stem, and I'll put some wax floral tape over that to hide my mechanics. And I measure about 2 to 2.5 hands down from the very base of the bouquet. That's usually a good size for the handle to hold there. But there we go. Made it all the way to the end. Fresh flower bouquet using calla lilies and roses. Thank you so much for watching.